Hey guys, this is Mel, and I am back to talk about Supernatural, this time episode 1201, titled Keep Calm and Carry On, which premiered Thursday, October 13th, 2016 on the CW. And guys, what a fantastic premiere, I gotta say, woo! But before we begin, just quick reminder, spoiler alert for sure, maybe a little curse alert as well, but also generally for 3 rules. Quick reminder each of my videos though, but I record these within the same night that I watch the episode for the first time. So right now for this episode, 1201 ended 28 minutes ago when I'm recording this. So even though the video might be posted more than at least 24 hours later, just know that when I'm recording this, you're getting my genuine first impression for the episode before any outside influences get to me and change how I perceive the episode. So that is what I'm recording right now. And also, the only things I own in this recording are my own thoughts and opinions and any photos I use with my face. Otherwise, all other photos I find through Google. If they're photoshopped in any way, it's usually through color, and that is just to help unify all my videos and just to make it all look visually appealing. I'm not making any money off of this, so it's just for entertainment purposes for you guys, and also for me, because I also like going back and checking what I thought when a certain episode premiered and see if any of my predictions panned out later on, because it's always fun to do that. So anyways, with that all said, I'm going to start the 10-minute clock, and let's begin. So, something new that we learned in this episode. Well, basically, it kicks off right where the finale left off, with Dean finding a newly resurrected Mary in the woods. And this pretty much starts off with Dean trying to prove his identity to Mary by pretty much recapping all the facts that he could possibly know about her through what he has learned, not only through John while growing up, but also through his time travel trips and just finding out more about the hunter side to Mary's past. So there is that. And we actually got to relearn some old facts, but we also got to hear a bit of new tidbits as well. We got to know how Mary first met John. We got to know about their first date. We even actually know the date of their wedding and how that all went down. We got to know a bit more about what it was like as her being a hunter. It's just more of those little bit of facts and the little facts of who Mary was that she kept close to her vest that kind of further cemented the notion to Mary that this man is actually her little boy, as she only remembers as 4 years old. So later on we found out that he does recap her about what's been happening, but apparently she doesn't remember any of the times that Dean has time traveled back in time and talked to her younger self due to the angels wiping her memory of that fact. She doesn't remember the time where she rescued Sam and Dean as a ghost protecting their old home back in episode 109, so there is that as well. So it's very possible that she won't even remember her time up in heaven, just for the sole purpose, the fact she won't remember it, while Sam and Dean did remember it before, because that kind of served their purpose of why they're in heaven to begin with. So I think that's why it was covered there, though. But anyways, through that, we also see Cass officially meeting Mary back at the bunker before everyone is clued in on the fact that Sam has been abducted. So that is the new mission of the episode. And meanwhile, Sam is in the lovely company of Lady Tony Bevel, who I already hate immensely just for the pure torture that she's putting Sam through. But props to Sam for keeping it together and keeping a tight lip. And he just basically tells them to go screw themselves, because he is not revealing anything. Because Lady Tony Bevel apparently wants the names of all the hunters that he knows so that she can gather them all up and hopefully bring them on to the way of hunting that the British Men of Letters does it. And apparently their way is more effective. While American hunters, they only show up to a case once the bodies start to drop, because that's the only way they find out. The British Men of Letters take a proactive approach. They actually warded any creatures on any airports, bus stops, any possible way they could get into the city. They ward it, and then once they are known about it, they track the creature down, they capture them, within a short period of time before any bodies could be dropped, and they take care of the problem. So she even said that they had a long history of their home not having any creature attacks for a very long time. So I gotta say, I was impressed by that, and I like that we got a bit of montage going on to prove that fact. But yeah. Only thing is, I didn't see her in the field during those montages. She could be just talking about the reputation, and all we know is that she's just someone who's a pencil pusher behind a desk. That's it. So who knows? But also we get a bit of a side story going on with Crowley, who's actually trying to hunt Lucifer down, who is currently jumping from vessel to vessel as he's a weak one. And we also have to remember that as an archangel, Lucifer can only truly stay in his true vessel. Otherwise, any other vessel he takes on, they degrade in a rapid rate. So the only person who truly has a chance in holding Lucifer would be Sam, or anyone really in the Winchester family through John. Mary's not a possibility, I don't think, or someone, or the bloodline that Nick came from. I believe Nick was the name of the, I guess, quote-unquote original Lucifer that we saw, played by Mark Pellegrino. So there is that. Moving on, though, most shocking moment of the episode, for me, it really has to be the fact that Mary Winchester was back. It's pretty much an overall shock, because I still can't believe it that we finally get to see her. We finally get to see what her interaction is as a hunter, what it is with Dean, especially now that he's grown, and then later on with Sam, since we truly haven't actually seen Mary since the pilot episode. We haven't seen her for 12 years, really. So there's that. So I'm really excited for that. I was just surprised. I'm still not over the fact that we have her back. So that's just fantastic. So moving on to top 3 favorite moments. The first one definitely has to be Dean and Mary. All the scenes that they have together was just truly fantastic. First one was definitely that reunion scene they have in the woods. Not only do we get to see Mary kick off a bit of her hand-to-hand combat when she takes Dean down so quickly, but also just their little his proving of his identity and all the little fun facts that we got to learn about her. It's pretty rapid fire too. I really have to watch that scenes particularly later on, and just put subtitles on so I could actually follow it as fast as it goes. So I really like that part as well. I also really like the part at the very end of the episode when Mary tells Dean that this is not the life that she wanted Sam or Dean, and Dean tells her that he understands, and if he had kids, he would try to keep them away from it too. But for him and for Sam, he tells her that we can't escape this. This is our life, saving people, hunting things. It's what we do, and he believes that he's helping the world by doing this. I didn't get the quote exactly on that last part. I really got to look that up, but I really like that moment as well. And another funny moment between the two is the Impala. What I absolutely love is Mary's reaction to seeing the Impala again. She actually calls it sweetheart. Hey, sweetheart, remember me? I love it. She caresses the edge of the car. She looks in the back seat, and with, like, you know that there are memories running through her head about the Impala, and she has that look that I swear Dean does that look so many times, and then you see it on the other side of the car. Dean is giving that exact same look, and you know he's remembering all the fun times he's had in that car. And then he's looking at Mary, and then he's looking at the back seat, and then he's like, oh, hell no. No. It's like, it just finally clicked in him that there's a very huge possibility that his own parents had fun times in his beloved car, not realizing that it's the other way around for him. So I just really love that. And then Mary just gives him this look that says, yeah, you went there and you are correct. And I just absolutely love that. I cracked up laughing like crazy. I definitely have to find that scene again on YouTube. Someone clip it, because, like, I would watch it over and over again just for that reaction, and just, yeah. And then he's like, oh no, we gotta go. It's like, let's brush it off. So anyways, next favorite moment for me has to be Sam staying strong against Lady Tony Bevel and what I like to call the Witch in Black, although properly said it, but since it's a video, I don't want to really, yeah. Anyways, so That's what I like to call it. I really like the fact that he defies them. I love it that he is not backing down from them, that he is staying strong. He endures all the torture. And he truly brought up an excellent point. He took on the devil himself, tortured by that very being. So what is a lady with an accent and a pantsuit going to do to him that he hasn't endured already? In the pit, in the hell cage itself, as well as all the hallucinations he got for being in the hell cage. So I really love that comment, and that True is like, bravo, Sam. It's like, yes, you've endured so much pain and shit, and you have come out stronger because of it. So this lady who's just going to walk right in here and claim she knows what's best and she's everything. Oh, no. Oh, no. You are going to take her down. You're going to show her that you are better than she thinks. You studying him is not going to prove that you know him. He's got tricks up his sleeve, and he did when he pulled that mirror shard trick. I gotta say, bravo, Sam. Bravo. And I gotta hand it to you. Given your situation, your circumstance, the fact you got your feet burned, you gave up a really good fight, but apparently she was faster, but that's only because she had healthy feet. I bet if you did not get burned in the foot, you would have been out that door before you knew it. Really think that. But bravo for Sam as well. He kept it strong. I like it a lot. And a lot of times just want to say, give them hell, Sam. Just give them hell. And I'll talk about that in a moment. Or I'll talk about it right now. And there's the timer. But I just want to keep talking about this because I absolutely love this episode. And leading on to Tony Bevel, another favorite moment of mine was Dean threatening Lady Tony Bevel. Because you gotta love Dean's overprotectiveness of Sam. That is the one thing that is always going to be constant on Supernatural. Dean is just, I love it. Because on that phone call, he is known, everyone knows you do not mess with Dean. You do not especially mess with Dean if you go after Sam. If you go after Sam, you pretty much got a target on your back with Dean's name on it because he's going to come after you. And he says it in this episode. He tells her that he wants Sam in one piece. He tells her that he is, oh, you think you're going to outrun me? You're not. I'm going to hunt you down and going to make you pay, pretty much. I'm going to find the quote specifically. If I do, it should be on the screen right now. But I absolutely love it in this show. Just say, FY, TV and life, double standards all around because you always want stuff to happen on the TV, but you never want it to happen in real life. Just saying. So, I love it when Dean threatens it because it also reminds me of episode 516 when Dean made that exact same threat to the two guys who pretty much shot and killed Sam and Dean in their hotel room, which sends them up to heaven. So the moment Dean, I can't remember if it was before or after that Sam was shot, Dean looks at them and says that he's going to come after them. I always was sad that he never followed through on that threat. But you could see it in Dean's eyes that he meant every word of it. And I'd always love that because that is when you know that, oh, hell no, you made a mistake right here, my friend. You made a mistake. And now I'm rambling because I absolutely love it, those moments, because it truly shows how truly protective the Winchesters are of each other. It might be codependent, whatever. But the fact that they would do anything for one another is just something that I always loved because in the end, they always only had each other to count on. And they only had each other to really hold on to. So I love that we got to see it again in this episode. And I don't think it's really dawned on them that Sam doesn't believe that Dean is dead. Sam truly believes that there is no one out there coming to get him like Dean would. If you know what I mean. So anyways, my actual official third favorite moment was actually all the flashback montages that we got. Yes, it focused mainly around death, but I like the fact that they brought all that up. They brought moments throughout the throughout the previous 11 seasons up, and I really like when they do that. It's always a great throwback to have, for sure. So, moving on. Top 3 peak moments. I only have the one, and I'm pretty much going to call it quote-unquote British invasion, without any offense meant, just because I don't like how Lady Tony Bevel and her crew just came swooping in and decided, okay, enough's enough. It's time for us to deal with this. When she said that she's been keeping an eye on the Winchesters, since the first apocalypse back in season 4, season 5 was happening. If like that's the case, and Sam brought up a great point, if that's the case, where the hell have you been? A very mighty fine good question, I gotta say, because of the fact they didn't do anything and they've just pretty much sat back and let Sam and Dean stew in all the chaos that was happening around them. I don't like them at all. I don't care if they're men of letters. They are the wrong kind of men of letters. And I don't care if I'm impressed by their success rate over there. No, you do not leave a man behind, and you certainly have left a man behind when you just watch from afar and don't do nothing. I'm just saying. I'll move on right now. What moment I remember most when I look back on this episode? Mary's return, for sure. She brought off many different moments I'm going to remember. And just the episode in itself was just truly fantastic, guys. Absolutely amazing. I was entertained from start to finish. And I was rooting for the Winchesters, as always. I was rooting for Crowley to find his lead. And I was thrilled when he killed those 2 sassy demons. So there's that. Moving on, random questions. It's only one, really. How long do we think Lady Tony Bevel is going to last against the Winchesters? I mean, really? She going to last? I sure hope not. She needs to pay for what she's done against Sam. And I really hope Dean follows through with his threat. If not, then I hope Mary does. Because her little boy, or her little baby, since she hasn't met Sam, has gotten through some very painful things in the last how many hours it's been since they took him. So yeah, anyways. Moving on to predictions very quickly. Based off the promo for 1202, it looks like they zero in on Sam's location, and we also get to meet Lucifer's new vessel, which brings me on to my synopsis because it reads first headlining going as Rick Springfield guest stars. And it reads, Dean, Castiel, and Mary have a lead on Sam and set out to rescue him. Dean is uncomfortable with putting Mary in danger, but she insists on going along. Of course, who wouldn't blame her for that? Meanwhile, Crowley is tipped off that Lucifer has taken over the body of rock star Vince Vincente, I think I said that right, which is being played by Rick Springfield. So that's going to be very interesting in itself, just to see how this new take on Lucifer would be, or just how Lucifer is adjusting to the rock star life. But the major thing I'm really looking forward to, and that's pretty much all I'm looking forward to at this point, is the Winchester reunion. I want that so badly. Not just between Sam and Dean, because we got to remember, at this point, Sam thinks that Dean died because he killed Amara. Sam has no idea that the whole world survived because Dean and Amara made up. Or not Dean and Amara, God and Amara made up. No idea. He thinks that the only way the world survived was because Dean detonated the bomb inside of him and destroyed Amara, as God was also dying as well. So Sam has no idea that not only did God and Amara survive, but Dean survived as well. No idea like that. So I really can't wait for the brothers reunion. Then I cannot wait, and I'm absolutely dying to see the reunion between Mary and Sam. Not only because this would be the first time that Sam is truly actually seeing his mom outside of those first 6 months of his life that he probably doesn't even remember at all, but just the fact, I just want to see how he reacts to that, because we saw how he reacted to seeing a younger version of her. So I'm really excited to see how he reacts to that. What that dynamic's going to be like. And also, I just want to see how Mary reacts to not only Sam and how he turned out, but also just from his height, because I just want to see her look at his, like, wow, you grew up tall. I think that'd be hilarious for sure, but I really, really, really just want to see a Winchester reunion at this point. And that's all I'm going to say. So what did you guys think of the premiere episode? What did you like about it? What do you think is going to happen next? Let me know in the comments below. I love to hear about it. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other videos if you haven't done so already. If you want, check out my Tumblr page. A link for that will be down below. Also, check out my WordPress page. Again, link for that down below. Both connected to each other. And then also, check out my LiveJournal account. A full recap of the episode will be found there. That link is also down below. That one includes a recap of the episode as well as my in-moment thoughts as I'm watching the episode, as well as the quotes along the way. So there's that. But follow me on Tumblr and WordPress to be more up-to-date with when I reblog promos, sneak peeks, web clips, quotes, and GIFs and stuff like that. And that's about it. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Sorry for a little bit of rambles during my favorites, but genuine reaction and all that. And so that's what it. I hope you come back to see what I have to say about next week's episode. I can't wait for it. So until next time, guys, this is Mel. Wish you a great day, great week wherever you are. Have a great day. Bye, guys.